It is Craftmas Day 8, and number one, I can't believe I've made it this far without missing an upload or anything like that, so whoop whoop. Number two, I am giving a presentation at work tomorrow, or at work, on the internet essentially, and it is all about like DIY wrapping. Now, when I went to Merry Pack yesterday, which you would have seen in Craftmas Day 7, they didn't have what I needed. So I kind of had to buy something similar that might work, but I also have something else that I can use, but I wasn't actually wanting to use. But let's just try and see if we can make it work. So what I'm actually going to do is I'm going to be prepping some cards for the event tomorrow at work, and making some little cute cards with my Cricut Joy, just to, you know, show them, just to kind of add it as extras on in the gifts, because I'm going to be making that like crisscrossy gift type thing. I will include this in a vlog, probably it'll be day 8, so tomorrow, and it will be interesting to see what it looks like. So I'm quite keen to get going and do some fun stuff for work. Okay, so I'm trying out a little bit of a new recording angle because I actually need my cell phone for the Joy. So I'm going to open up the app and going to click Start Making. And I'm going to go to the cards section. Let's just look, insert cards, there we go. And I'm going to search for a Christmas one. So it brings up a whole bunch of Christmas options. Let's just go with that one. It's quite cute. And then we go Start Making. Oh, this only works with the bigger size. So let's go back. Okay, I'm adding the size to the filter because that's the only size card that I actually have. So now it'll just reshuffle. I'm going to use this one. So we're going to go wait for it, picture to load, Start Making, and then we're going to choose the size that we're working with. Click Next. Now I'm going to pull out the card mat and I'm going to set everything up, connecting to the machine, and now it tells me to load the mat. So I'm going to load the card. I'm going to use one of these ones that I got. So I'm going to use one of the grayish cards and then peel the protective sheeting off, open the card up, slip it in all the way up against the edge. There we go. So I'm just sticking it down. Open up our little baby Joy. Okay. Okay, so it's loaded and it's now asking me to add the pen. Okay, so I've got the Find to pen and I'm going to add that. So we open it. Add that in there. It doesn't click in like the other machines, so that's why it always gets me like a little bit confused. But let's just click Go, and then it'll cut, or it'll start drawing rather. Okay, now it wants me to remove the pen and insert the blade, which it's asking me to do there. So we remove the pen, put the cap back on, and we insert the blade. And then we click Go. And she is done. So these are little kangaroos. It's quite cute. Let's unload it from the phone. Okay, so now you can just click Unload. Darcy. Okay, now what we do is we remove it off the, try not to destroy it. I find that using a spatula for these kinds of things really helps. So if you use your spatula to lift it up, you can lift up the entire thing a lot easier. There we go. So our card is perfect, which is lovely. Now I have something to use in my video, which is awesome. And now, of course, we also use our spatula just to get all these little bits off the card. So we just scrape them off like that. You can also totally keep these little kangaroos, and there's like a little Santa. You can totally keep them and use them on something else. So these are obviously the inserts that we got with the card, so we can just put these in. So you just slip them in the side there, flip that over, slip these in the bottom, the other side, and they fit very snugly. And then that is your little Christmas card. Love. It's a little bit off center, but that's okay. And of course, now that we're done, we put the protective sheeting back on. Super quick, right? So what I need to do next is to actually work out what I'm going to do for this class, right? Because obviously what I wanted to do isn't going to work, but I do have some paper that I can use. So the paper that I have that I can use is this tissue paper, and it's 750 by 500 size, which I think is like A1 size, roughly, obviously not exactly. And we used it for quite a few gifts last year, so it works. But this is blue, and my color scheme this year is white and red, so I kind of wanted to go along with that. But it doesn't really matter for this tutorial, this class, because this will actually work perfectly. So I'm just going to need to change my color theme a little bit for this one. Luckily, our color scheme for Christmas Day at our house, I know it's all very confusing. Christmas Eve is at my mother-in-law's house. Christmas Day, my parents are coming over to our house. And that color theme is silver and blue. But the color theme at my mother-in-law's house is red and white. So I'll actually just use that. I'll use some silver paints and some silver things to kind of make that those presents. At least that'll be nice and coherent. Okay, so I've pretty much got everything prepped for tomorrow. As you can see, it's like a complete contrast of light because my light is not on. And I have my potatoes. My husband bought me some potatoes because we're going to be doing some potato stamping. That's essentially one of my tests that I did. It looks pretty, you know what I mean. I was about to say that. Oops. But I have my card made, which you saw. I've tested all my wrapping techniques. This was on just a small little box. And another technique that I'm going to go over is how to make your own baggies, because this is a little gift bag. You can open it on the inside. Obviously I'm going to use slightly different paper for that one, because that one I just used the crepe paper because I've got so much of it, so I might as well just use it. I'm going to be using a Checkers 6060 bag. So for those of you not in South Africa, Checkers 6060 is a food delivery service where you order your food and it'll be delivered within 60 minutes. Those groceries and things like that. So it is great, and they deliver it in those big reusable bags. It's plain brown on the other side, so you can use it to wrap gifts, even though it'll look a little bit with the checkers on the other side, but that's okay. Reduce, reuse, recycle. So that's all done, and I think I'm going to edit this one, put it up. Obviously we've done a little bit of a craft today, but I'm going to take it a little bit easy, maybe go and climb into bed and watch some TV, because I'm feeling a little bit overworked. This Vlogmas thing is a lot, I'm not gonna lie, and I want to have a little bit of a chilled evening tonight, so I'm gonna take it easy and then be back refreshed for tomorrow. And then obviously tomorrow you guys will see some of the footage from the actual craft that I'm going to do with the company on Craftmas Day 9. So that'll be quite fun for you guys to see, and I hope that you look forward to that. So I will see you then. Stay tuned, have fun, and remember, be kind to someone today. See you soon.